Okay, welcome back to AirCrete, Jeff. And I was going to try to get all this in the camera, so I'm hoping you can see it. This batch of foam right here weighed exactly 3 pounds today. It weighed exactly 3 pounds at 10 o'clock, and you see there's a lot of foam in there, but there's also a lot of liquid. But it still weighs 3 pounds, and you could pour, once this is all done, you could pour it right back in. So you're not really wasting anything by testing. So let me put this down here, make sure you can see it in the camera, and let me see if you can see the bucket. Yeah, you can see the bucket. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse this out, pour this back in here, and I'm going to rinse this out. And I'm going to tear out my scale and see if we come out to right at 100 grams. I'm hoping. Let's see what happens. Oh, by the way, my definition of hope is prolonged disappointment. So, just in case anybody else doesn't know, that's my definition of hope. Let's tear this out. About 0.33, so if you know that, if it loses its tear, then you can always, and you got to always run a little bit through to get your foam started right off the bat. But there we go. Now you see that consistency is perfect, and I'm done. And I'm done. That's it. Now I'm gonna wipe this off, and just want to be right at 100, close to it. Okay, so put this over here on the scale, and I'm 105, which is great. So my setting, once you make the settings on this, which let me take the camera off here. I'll just move the camera. Once you see that foam. That foam is really perfect in it's 105, so, and it's got a little bit on the side, so I want to say that's a great consistency. Now, so I'm going to take the gun here and show you. Just pick the gun back up and make it foam again. And that's your foam. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. So you have really nice consistency. You can squeeze the trigger a little bit. Or you know. So anyway, I like this trigger, this mechanism much better. I got to stop. I'm gonna overflow everything. So anyway. That's basically it. I run the regulator at 40. That didn't change. Once I got these adjustments on here to where I want them, what I was actually thinking about doing was taking the nuts off. Once I get it adjusted to where I want it, take the nuts off. That way I can't, because what I found is when I'm tightening up this top, this cap right here, I find that what's happening is I'm bumping the levers here. So what I want to do is maybe just take the nuts off, pull the levers off, then that way, unless I want to change the mixture. And really, if I want to change the mixture, I'm probably not going to adjust my air at all. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm just going to give it a little bit more, a little bit less of the. If I want a lighter mix for say insulation, then what I would do is I would just basically decrease the amount of foam that's going in it. And if I wanted a heavier mixture, I would just increase. That would give me more weight, more foam. But I might want to adjust the air too, because you would adjust the air a little bit. But I might adjust that at the regulator, which would be easier, and I could really fine tune it. But what I was also thinking about was if I put a regulator on here. So I don't know. I'm toying around with some different ways to adjust it. If I put a regulator on it, then I would know exactly. I would know exactly what I'm putting out, and I could actually formulate my mixtures with air and know exactly how much air I want to run for each mixture. But that'll come later. But the foam really looks great. Very nice consistency. I know the camera's not the greatest in the world. It's actually got zip ties holding the battery door closed, but it's all I got right now. I don't have enough money to buy a new camera for just the channel. So anyway, that's the foam. I mean, the foam to me is excellent. It's excellent foam. I had some old foam in there too, so that's why you're seeing all the big bubbles. But that's because the old foam. But I'm gonna let that settle down, and then what I'll do is I'll take the mixture back out and I'll reuse it, and that will that way I don't waste it. But in here, everybody's gonna probably hate this, but here in Louisville, the Drexel is $3.33 a gallon. So I don't know if I could actually buy 4 gallons and maybe ship it to people. But here locally, it's $3.33. So if I bought, so what is that? $26.66. So roughly $53, $54 for 4 gallons. And if I can ship it for say $30, then I wouldn't mind doing that. Like I could ship it to, I think AirCrete, Harry said he paid $164 with shipping. I mean, I could probably save him, you know, $60 or so. I mean, I'd want a little bit for boxing it up and all that, but you know, $100, $110, and out 4 gallons, I think that's very doable. So, if anybody needs the Drexel, I think I could probably ship it for about $110. And I got a PayPal account, so I would go pick up a whole bunch of it, and I could probably have Royal King probably buy a bunch of it for me. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let this sit here, and if you look, this is the weight is exactly right from what I did earlier. Right now, there's absolutely no moisture in the bottom of it. Well, there's very, you can see, maybe, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, very little water of solution. So, you know, if you got it in there and you got it mixed up fairly fast, I don't think you're going to have that, because it's going to, the bubbles are going to be encapsulated in the mix. So I really, but you have to do it fairly quick. You can't just leave your foam out and then dump it in there, because it'll be a different consistency. So anyway, I gotta go. I gotta go buy some shoes, and everybody have a great day. And I'll put this video up tonight, and I hope I get some subscribers, because I have like I think 1. I don't even know who you are. I don't think you looked at the video. I got 1 subscriber. And I'm really anxious to see AirCrete Harry's stuff. So AirCrete Harry, post your stuff. I'm really interested. I think everybody else is. Like everybody's waiting for that. Waiting to see what happened during your weekend. Even I went to Honeydew Carpenter. He hasn't posted anything. Jim White hasn't posted anything. So I'm kind of waiting. Every day I come in, go scroll through, and I don't see anything yet. So. Anyway, you guys have a good day. I'll talk to you later, and we'll see what happens with this, with the liquid. I'm going to come back. What time is it? It is 4:30. So I'm going to see, and right now I can already see some. Let me see if I can get the camera here. I can already see some water. See it separating now. You can see it right there, a little bit. This thing ain't gonna focus very good. It's not a really good camera. I wish I had a good camera. But you can see it. It's just under that red line right there. That red line. It's just a little bit below that red line, and I think you can see it in that right there. So it does very rapidly. And see, the thing is, it's not collapsing. See, that foam is not collapsing. It's still even with the top. And it'll be even with the top for an hour, but you'll be starting to get a lot of liquid. So I'm interested to know if that could be because of the hard water and the bubbles collapse faster. Then I'm also interested if the Dawn would do it. So I'm not really too wanting to. I don't really want to put Dawn into my into my generator because I don't want to have to keep rinsing it out. I guess I can just put water in it, but yeah. So anyway, I will we'll see what this looks like in about 2 hours and how far it's fell down. Y'all have a good day.